On 1st and 10, Cunningham.
He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Cunningham. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, fingers crossed here, first quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. On 1st down, it's Cunningham. Now swing pass for Dillon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Oh, look at the juke. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A play fake, now Cunningham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. Out is Chris Nagar now to try the field goal. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I'm about to say something that seems really obvious, but you hate to see your kicker miss on the opening drive because now you're starting to wonder what goes through his head. Is that going to affect him the rest of the game? Is he going to be able to bounce back? You want to show confidence later? What's going to go on with him right out of the gate with a miss?
Yeah, a chance to grab the 3-0 lead here at home. Instead, we remain scoreless. Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
Able to avoid him. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Here's Pacheco once again.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, today, of course, not just the start of the new campaign, it's the debut of D'Amico Ryans as the Houston head coach. Now, we saw him plenty with the 49ers, what he was able to do with that defense. Charles, what do you think he brings to the table for these Texans?
He brings football intelligence. He brings enthusiasm. He brings creativity. This guy wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans, twice a Pro Bowler with them in the NFL. He's come home, Now he wants to finish what he started as a player as a head coach.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10.
Herbert.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for our defense because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession.
Let's go now.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Off play action, it's Cunningham. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for them.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get... Quick throw there, on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Cunningham looking to throw. And it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game.
Throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I absolutely like the thought there. Go after them before they really know what hit them because they took the ball away after the turnover, took their shot, hoping to catch the defense a little bit unsettled. Weren't successful in doing it. They did let them know that they will be aggressive.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why they would. I believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And now here come the Ravens.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Cunningham. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down the middle before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Now Cunningham. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Trey McBride in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
Chris Nagar now for the extra point.
And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And we will likely not action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Herbert's throw here taken in by Knox.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when it worked out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Go.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe even 3 more plays.
Pacheco is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL. Back now in Baltimore. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead.
So a big one coming now for Brett Maher. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Maher able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Cunningham to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Houston set to take over.
A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Herbert. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now is the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. A run by Pacheco on second down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Now Herbert. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So the Ravens now down by a field goal. Just over a minute, 40 to play. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they will take a knee here. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law. And it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in the...
Deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they find it out. I be taking straight losses, like what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping to jump out of. Oh yeah, I'm my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, no they won't see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I'm with the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time.
Yeah.
Now they watching me on prime time.
No question. No question, they wanna see a demise. Eastside just too fast, yeah, I kill him in stride. I love all my haters, they concealing their pride. Went from humble beginners to numerous winners. I took a few losses, you know I hit, still got chicken to fry. Know some people out here picking a side. Know I'm out here picking a lot. Watching the fakes, watching the stakes, slither, striking the time. TDE, it's the family, we them dominant dogs. Top tiering, when them comments involved, we out for it all. Rock side, he ain't dropping the ball. Prime time, who want it with us? Got clarity, longevity, like bus and bus. Got too far, and it's the starving, this and that's a no-no. If I'm hungry, then I'm hunting, always on the go-go.
Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Been a problem my whole life. Mama love when I'm living right. Daddy raised me survive and fight. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time. Now they watching me on prime time.
I went out and got everything on my own. Please don't try to give me no advice. What was your 2 cents and we down bad broke and my mama couldn't keep on the line. No cat and no dog, we sleeping with mice. Beans and weenies, we ate it with rice. I swore to my mama that I was gonna change our life. I was grinding every night. By the ring that I'm just trying to get it. Championship, I'm trying to win it. All these racks, I gotta spin it. All my whips be limo tinted. With my squad and mind your business. Everything we start, we finish. Watch I work the hardest with it. Tongue out like I'm Jordan. Time to change my name. Dog days went through pain. Them hard days I wouldn't change. It's the reason I'm still in the game. It's the reason I'm stacking this change. It's the reason I'm chasing this ring. It's the reason I'm still in my lane. It's the reason I'm never gonna change my heart in the game.
It's... Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it easily move into the top 5.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practice.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Cunningham.
Guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
Bringing them out, the former Tar Heel, second-year pro, Sam Howell.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Cunningham. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Trey McBride,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week.
Each pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Josh Allen, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now Landry. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On first down, it's Cunningham. He'll get this one to Cobb, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, 35 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On second down, it's Walker.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
Trying the left side with Walker. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd down and 6. And Howe will throw it.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bengals.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Back to throw, Howell.
Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Howell down to throw it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Adam Thielen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals are back within a score.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling...
It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
The Cunningham's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a first down throw, Cunningham.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And it is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 3 yards out.
And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is
everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cunningham looking to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Trey McBride.
His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
Landry now on the return. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly...
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now try to pick it up on 3rd. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. He's got it to Swan, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Off play action, it's Cunningham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Cunningham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back. Cincinnati set to take over once again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Running left is Walker. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get the game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch,
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Ravens, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
To a demon when he off them ride till I die. Hope that Jesus come and dry the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. R.I.P. to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turned into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I'll post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the babe. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on growing, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. Peter got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man.
This is the player card. Here are a player's motivations. How the jet cause I got places to be, alright. Business as usual, usually I wouldn't smile if it cost a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual, usually I wouldn't smile unless it cost a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. But that's because I'm standing on business. I deserve the flex and I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down but they couldn't stop it. I got platinum plaques like I got cars in my wallet. I got millions. Got the fuck inside my bag and out my feelings. Got a couple carbon copies, I got children. Only that's around me's my Brazilian. Moving militant, no regular civilian. Business as usual, usually I wouldn't smile unless it cost a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual, usually I wouldn't smile unless it cost a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement make it anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours.